Welcome, everyone, to another episode of a TMK broadcast. Tonight, we got something special for you. We're going to do um, an AI match, 1v1. And so the AI will have a 4 point shift, and then I will have a 3 point shift, but we will be testing out these cards. So this is Nyx. He's an ace pilot. When you resolve a short or long move icon, flip this card and make that movement in any of the 8 directional lines on your base. So these were the extra um, pilot cards that were, if you did the Kickstarter, you're able to get these. It's just for fun. Um, and so I'm thinking about maybe adding it to a future TTS league. What they do is they cost 1 point. So this chassis here, as you can see here, that three icon at the bottom right, that shows that it costs 3 points in a list. And all these other points, they're not actually points. See how it doesn't have the same winged icon? So the part cards and snapships, they don't cost any points. Those numbers up at the top right, that's in reference to how much it costs to repair them. But like I said, this pilot costs 1 point, has that winged icon. And so this 3 point locust is now 4 points because we have the pilot. Um, the saber though costs 4 points. It's an AI, has no upgrades or no parts, and so there won't be a pilot on that side. But it costs 4 with my locust and my new pilot. Now my list is 4. Um, so I already mentioned his ability, and his ability will go good with blade wings. So blade wings normally you have to either do a right strafe, a left strafe, or um, straight forward. Um, but with Nyx's ability, I can flip this card and I can go in any direction. I can go backwards, I can go right to left, or backwards strafe um, to the right or left. And so, pretty much, if you get within uh, range one of me, I can do blade wings in any direction once per game. I also have the CL arm rockets, and um, so that is one of these missiles, a heat missile. Let me flip it over for you. So I can throw these out, and for each hit, place one heat on the target's part that has no heat, which is great. Let me get the chat up here. Okay. Um, and then for my other upgrades, I have just the Locust cockpit. Lets me have one rotate, and then I have a reaction. When I perform an attack, I can reroll a die. So when I perform this blade wing, I can reroll one of the dice. And then I got a wasp thruster, and it lets me do a long straight, and I can vent a red, and that pretty much is to help out with um, the rockets and the blade wings. The bottom of the car lets me do again the two strafes or the straightforward, and then gives me evasion, so I can always use the pilot card on that. I don't think I will, but it's a um, possibility. And then I got dual tail fin with 2 rotates and then an evasion option. Okay, and then we're battling against the Saber AI, which is while you have no special damage tokens, treat the critical hit location roll as blank. Um, so if I don't have any of these special damage tokens, which is that um, bottom X icon there, if I don't have any of those on him, then it's a blank, right? Should be. Yeah, that's how we're gonna play it. So he's pretty takey for an AI ship. So let's just randomly pick the big ones here, see which side. This is how I'm going to do it because I want to look through the rule book for layout. I'm going to do this 3. It's right in the center. Then I'm going to do the 4 corners is how we're going to work it. This side, this side. 3, 1. This one here. This one. This one. In the rule book, they have all the presets. Lots of evasion on this one. I'm just doing this one because getting kind of tired of the presets. And we won't do evasion because we've got plenty of evasion out there. We're not going to. Okay, so we're going to do one of these and this drift here. Rift. Lock. Okay, we're good there. Okay. And if you're watching, say hello in the chat. And then AI never has initiative, so I'm going to set up my locus first. And kind of this setup, I'm going to have to slow roll it. I think I'm going to do and place it over here. Okay, so I place it there. So my chastity ability is I can be targeted by attack or launch action at range 3 or further. So I can remember he can only attack me at range 2 or 1. Okay. So if he has any weapons that's 3 or further, they're useless. And then what that does is it makes him be close to me, so I can do these blade wings. So that's kind of what was my thought process there. Let's got to do this here. Do long, great, rotate twice, and then I don't really want to do anything else. Besides, here I'll throw a cube. I start at 3, so I get one more. And I'm good there. Let the AI do his thing. Okay, so for our turn, he goes to evasion 2. And then he's going to, if there was a ship that was in range 1 and 2, I would do that top part. Everything else, I'm going to rotate towards them and do a long. So evasion's already at 2. Oh, I got to figure out my spot. Let's do that here. I'll use this. You can see that good. That'll be better. So 3. I believe that's this right here. Okay. So, like I say, he's going to rotate towards the ship and do a long. Okay. Now he's got 3 part actions. First one, if there's a if they're in this range, would be 3 possibility. So let's see here. Nope, I'm at range 4, so the top part doesn't matter. But anyways, he wouldn't be able to target me at 3 to 4 with that one because of my chassis ability. Then the next thing is it's either an anti-missile um, action or a crosshair action, so attack action, and range 1 to 2, but that's not in range. There's nothing behind me. He's going to increase his evasion. That would be only thing possible here. And then the next thing is rotate towards another long. He goes over that debris, so he's going to get another evasion. And let's see if anything else triggers. Let's just check range here. Range 3, but I cannot be targeted at range 3 or further. So it's not range 2, so that doesn't matter. So he is done. There's nothing he could do that's left on his checklist here. Okay. So back to my guy. So first thing is reset my evasion down to 3. Gonna vent cube, and he's going to do his long, which forces him to do another long in the same direction. So now I'm way up here. So range. Yep, I'm range 1 at him. So I got lots of different opportunities here. I can do a short. That will for sure get him blade winged. I can't do CL arm rockets. That's range 2 or 3. So yeah, let's do some blade wings. Let's throw 2 cubes there and a heat. Okay, looks like I want to do the straight. I want to do the straight. And yeah, it goes over just barely. So how snapships work is once you collide, you place it anywhere in the same facing around the ship. So I'm going to do directly behind and in the debris. And so since now I'm in the debris, I get the extra evasion from the debris. And then we're going to do blade wings. So it's two. So blade wings works is I'm going to roll 2 dice, 2 plus evasion. So his evasion over there is 4. So sixes. It's not considered to be in cover. So I'm going to hit on sixes, 2 dice each. Nice. We got 1 6, and I'm going to spend a cube here to reroll a die. Reroll this 1, and it is a crit. So I'm doing 2 damage. Actually, no, 2 hits, and they do 2 damage each. So he's taking 4, and then his ability kicks in. While you have no special damage tokens, treat the critical hit location as a blank. So he's going to get the -1 action token. Oh, this is considered special damage too. So next time I hit him with the crit, he has one of those tokens. That's a special damage token as well. So I guess the -1 or the X is a special damage token. Okay. Is there anything else I want to do? I think I'm gonna leave it there because I got 4 cubes out there. So I can vent all 4 of them next turn and do some more fun. Okay. Um, so this one, this AI card is discarded over here. Okay. And we gotta remember he's got this special damage token on him. So start of the turn, it reduces his evasion down to 2. Fine. There's a ship at range 1. Uh, and so that's just range 1 all the way around. Um, you rotate away from it and do a long. And rotate away, do a long. And then 3 part actions, but really 2 because we have that -1 special damage token. There's nothing in this front arc, so you can't do the top. Um, there's ship at range 1 and 2, so he's going to do a strafe and then move towards the target. And rotate 1. Actually, probably this would be closer. That would be towards the board edge, so that would be beneficial for the AI. So we're going to do that way. And then there's a ship at range 3 or 4, rotate them along. See if it's range 3 or 4. No, that one didn't trigger, so just the bottom one here. Gonna do 2 clicks. And that was 2 actions right there. So he is done because we got that special damage token. And his chassis ability is still the same. Nothing's changed there. Okay, now for the locust. We're gonna vent all 4 cubes. I think I want to come around on the board edge over here, this side. So we're going to rotate 1, do a long, then rotate again. So that completed my chassis. Rotate long 2. And then I'm going to mm, and 2 cubes here, and a heat. My Moss thruster to do a long strafe and increase my, what was that 3 now? I'm at 4 evasion. And then I can't quite get him. He's at range 2, but he's in my 180. So I'm going to do CLR rockets. 2 heat missiles on him. Okay. So I'm gonna call it good there. That leaves me with 5 cubes out there. There's no venting ice cubes out there, so yeah, I don't want to go too crazy. All right, chassis is already at 2. We're gonna rotate towards and do a long. And I got three-part actions. There's nothing from behind me. There's a crosshair. Let's check arch or arc. Nope, can't do that one. Oh, but there is the anti-missile action. And so uh, the hit number for it will be 3. I believe how it works is it overrides the heat cubes, or not the missiles. Um, Quality will be 3. Is that how it works? Let's check this here. Zeros. Page. Um, AI specific icons. I got there are a few icons. There's location. Maybe it's on next page. Here we go. Anti-missile with damage threshold. If there are missile tokens assigned to the AI ship, count the total damage they will inflict if they all hit. If that total is equal to or greater than the number shown, use this part to perform the anti-missile roll and shoot them down. There's a modifier as part of the anti-missile icon. Apply it to the roll. I see. Okay, so if the total damage they will inflict. So these missiles, there's two of them out there. They do 1 damage each. So they're at 2. 2 damage total is a possibility. And so if that total is equal to or greater, use this part for. Okay, so we're not going to do the anti-missile roll because CL arm rockets only do 2 missiles out there at a potential of 2 damage. So no anti-missile. Um, so we don't do that because we don't perform that as anti-missile roll or crosshair, because crosshair there's no arc. Gonna increase evasion. And now he's going to throw out his own missiles because we do have a 180 arc, range 2 to 3 though. Nope, I'm at 1, so that doesn't trigger. And there's nothing. Oh, there is something to the side of me. He's going to rotate twice. All right, so I did the bottom one, the middle one. We have one left. Back up to the top is how it works. And so top one doesn't trigger. Second one does. Range 1 to 2, right there. And it's 4 dice, 2 plus evasion. My evasion is 4, so hitting on sixes. Okay, so we have a 5, a 3, 8, and an 8. So we were hitting on sixes, so 2 hit. There's no extra damage. There's just 2 damage that he did to me. I'm down to 7. He is at 11. Okay. That was 3-part actions. He is now done. Okay, back to the locusts. We're gonna vent 4. We're gonna do these 2 power cubes here and this one. For 3. We're gonna vent this one because maybe I can use that top one to then vent the CLR rockets. Oh, oh, we forgot to do the missiles. Those 2 dice hitting on 0 plus evasion. His evasion is 3. Hit on 3s. Was not meant to be a 2 and a 1. Bad dice. Okay. So back to my locus here. Going to rotate to his long, and then going to rotate twice. Yeah, we're going to do blade wings directly at him. Again, here's the blade wings card. So let's check here. Yeah, we're gonna do the straight. This orientation out. There we go. And right on the other side. Yeah. Okay. And then we're rolling 2 plus evasion. And his evasion is 3. Hit it on 5s. 2 3s. That sucks. Let's spend a die for a reroll. Spend a cube for a reroll. There we go. There's our 8. So uh, that hits. He does, or I do 2 damage to him. So he's down to 9 now. And then we're going to spend 2 blues to do a long, which gets us in that debris and then lets us vent the all arm rockets. Turning off this wasp thruster here. And then I'm going to increase my evasion for getting into the debris. So it's back up to 4. There's no way I can rotate around, sadly, to do the steel arm rockets. So I'll call it good there. Back over to the AI. We'll need some more cards. Let's fold. Okay, we got set evasion down to 2. We are at range 2, I believe. Yep, just barely range 2. So top one doesn't trigger. The next one does. Rotate 1 towards and along. Stopping in the debris. Increases evasion. Now he has a crosshair action potentially. Um, but not an arc, so that doesn't trigger. We're going to strafe towards the target because we are at range 2. Yep. And rotate 1. That's 1 action down. We're at 3 of 4. I don't think we are. No, doesn't trigger. Bottom one does. Rotate 2 towards. We've done the middle one and the bottom one. So we're back up to the top here. We are range 2. Yep. Through soft cover though. Through soft cover that I'm on. So it's 2 plus evasion. My evasion is 4. That's 6 plus soft cover hitting on 8s. And then I gotta remember when attacking, I can reroll up to 2 dice here. Um, 4 dice, hitting on 8s. And we got a 6, nope. Blank, nope. 2, nope. And 6, nope. We can reroll 2. And we got a 3 and a 7. Oh, hold on. 1 does hit here because we are flanking. Yeah, we are flanking. So it's a -1 to hit. So we're on 7s. So this one does hit. And it does 1 damage. I'm down to 6 now. And that's his 3 actions. Okay. Um, okay. So I got 6 health. Vent my 4. We're going to gotta get them off blade wings. 1, 2, 3. Right here. Okay, rotate 1 long and 2 rotates for my chassis. And mm, yeah, this is the problem here. So we're going to do steel arm rockets. We are range 2. Yep, 2 heat missiles out there. That leaves me with 4. I could potentially it leaves me with 3 cubes, but then there's 4 cubes out there that I can vent them all next turn. But I really have to make sure I survive. I'm right there. He's gonna be busy. One action, maybe on the missiles. Um, I have this pilot still. Flip this card and make any movement in any of the 8 direction lines on your base. I can use this to do blade wings and barrel roll myself into the debris. I'm definitely going to do blade wings either way. Let's see here. So yeah, we're just gonna normal blade wings. Increases my evasion. So it was at 3 now, it's at 4. We're gonna put 1 more cube out on the tail fin to get it up to 5. Call it good there. Hope we survive here. In a better position next turn. This one. Part of turn, we're gonna reduce evasion down to 2. We are at range 1 to 2. So he's going to rotate away 1, do a long. Not, not that long. Ah, keep actually hitting the. Okay. Nothing's in my 180. Things in my front 90. There are missiles. Full damage would be 2 though, so it doesn't trigger. We're gonna rotate 2 twice, or rotate 2 clicks twice. And then back up. There is something in my 180 now. At range 2. He's gonna throw out 4 missiles on me. Okay, so that's done. And there's something in his front 90, which is me. Yep. There's gonna fire on me. 4 dice, 2 plus evasion. My evasion is 5. And not behind me. I don't have cover, so 7s. We got 1 7 out there. There's no uh, rule to re-roll here. So it does 1 damage. Down to 5. And then so I've already done everything else. I did the 2 clicks. Yeah, that was 3 parts, so we're good there. Missiles go off on him. So it's 0 plus evasion 2, so it's gonna hit on 2s. 3 and a 1. Hey. So it takes 1 damage. Then it's gonna take a heat and heat to AI ships. Let's see here. Right here. So AI ships suffering low parts, the heat and damage. Age. Every AI ship gains heat through any means. Those heat cubes are placed with its AI deck. If the AI ship suffers any critical hits before its next activation, remove all those heat cubes and deal 1 additional damage for each heat cube. The ship is not when the ship is next activated, remove any heat cubes to the AI deck. For every 2 heat removed, the AI ship minus 1 action. Okay, so the ship suffers any critical hits before next activation. Okay, so just like kind of normal. So it's got 1 heat on him. I need to do some crits to do some extra damage here. Um, not going to be able to do the arm rockets. No thanks. We're going to do 2 off of here and these 2. We're going to rotate 1, do a long, and then 2 here. Do another long for that debris. Ups my evasion. If you have 4, lets me vent these blade wings. And then I'm going to do the blade wings for short, but I'm going to activate this guy, do a barrel version of it, and just myself here. Yeah. Um, and so I'm hitting on 2 plus evasion. His evasion is 2, so I'm hitting on 4s. Nice. 4 damage because it's we got a 5 for 2 hits and 7 for 2 hits. So we just did 5, 4 damage. So down to he was at 8 before. Down 4. And then I have um no other cubes. So I can't try to get rid of these missiles, but he's sitting on 0 plus evasion. My evasion's 4. Okay, but I'm on soft cover, so increases the um, hit number by 2. So 6 is what he has to hit with. V3 blank and an 8. Okay, so he's got this 1 8 here. So it does how much damage per? 2 damage per. So I'm down to 3. 5 that could have been very bad. Um, but I got him down to 4. I'm at 3. It's a close game. Oh, and this pilot's once per game, so that's gone. Mhm. Favor now. It's done. Vision's already at 2. Then rotate towards and do a long. Then enemy ship in my rear, which it is. Do a long and then rotate. Move towards target's rear arc. Uh, the closest would be this one. Then rotate all the way around. There we go. Then crosshair is going to trigger. It's going to be through the debris. Uh, so it's 4 dice is 2 plus evasion. My evasion is 4. Yep. So 6 plus 2 for the soft cover. Hitting on 6s. We're hitting on 2 plus 4, 6 plus another 2, 8. Hitting on 8s. And he's got 1 8 and 1 crit. So 2 damage. 5 by 1. Let's find that crit location. 2. Woo. That was close. Almost game here. I get power cubes. Nice outcome there. And he increases his evasion by 1 as his last part action. Now my locust. I got to do 4 damage because I'm not going to survive another turn. Um, so I'm going to vent. I have to vent blade wings in order to do damage. It's 3. With my wasp thruster gone, I can't vent that other heat cube off the arm rockets anymore. So let's vent this blue cube so I at least have that card free. Rotate towards, along, rotate towards twice. I'm way too far out. My evasion's at 3. We're going to do increase that by 1. Going to do blade wings to get me up there into that debris again to increase my evasion. 5. And small. Then to recover thruster. Okay. Well, I didn't do any crits to him, and that was good. Let's pull it out of deck. Okay, so already turn evasion down to 2. Going to go away from him and then do a long. And let's check 180 arc. He does have me, just barely. Oh, but this is range 1. So this is range 2 to 3. Hold on 1 second here. Sun's not awake. He just moved. Okay. So we're too close for the missiles. Is the end result there? So we can't do the missiles. There's no arc for the second one, and third one would be rotate twice. So that's done. Now we're back up to the top. Too close again. Now we got this one. Firing range 1, 4 dice, 2 plus evasion. My evasion is 5, so 7, but soft cover. So I'm only hitting on crits. All he needs is 1. Oh, no. There's 1 crits. Okay. Okay. So I die. And that is game. Sadly, the AI gets the disco ball. Thank you guys for watching. Um, Kind of my ending thoughts here is that yes, that pilot was good, but is it enough to overcome the deficit of a 4-point ship going against a 3-point ship? I'm not sure. The thought that the reason why I'm testing it out is I'm thinking about doing an escalation league, where you first start with 4 points, then 8, and then 12 moves up each round, and then 16 is the final round. Um, but that 1-point pilot will help give some diversity in lists. So, for instance, um, had that guy on, he'd be at 4 points, and then the next round he could take this guy off because you'd be required to keep the same ship as the prior round, but you can move in and out these pilots. So next round you could fly a Wasp for 5 points, and the Locust for 3 for a total of 8, or you can maybe throw in um, Scarab, which would be 4 points. So you'd have 4-point ship and a 3-point ship, and then one of these pilots, or you could do 2 of these guys, 2 locusts with 2 pilots. Um, so I have to do some more testing. It did bring it close. I got him down to 4 health. So maybe if I had one more turn. So it was close. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned to the channel on YouTube. This is where I post the recordings of everything. Um, and yeah, thank you again.